Hello and welcome to the Pony Choice Podcast, the podcast by the fandom for the fandom. I am Bren. With me today is
Ian. Hi, what's up? My name's Ian, or you can call me Shadow Boom, as they call me on Twitter. My favorite pony is Rainbow Dash, and I've been a brony since the summer of 2012. Bren sort of introduced me to this fandom by showing me a site, yourockwoohoo.com, kind of introduced me to what a brony was. At first, I didn't really think too much of it. I didn't really care. But then when Damien started getting into who you'll hear from later, then my brother started getting into it, stuff like that. And I decided, what the hell, I'll just check it out. And yeah, here I am today. I love this fandom, and I think it's probably one of the greatest things on Earth.
Alright, my name is Damien. I'm known on Twitter as Ravenous Toaster Oven. The way I got into this fandom was actually Bren bribed me with magic.
It was more of a bet.
A bet bribe, all the same thing in the country. But so he said if I start watching My Little Pony, he'll get some magic cards. So I was like, okay, I could watch like 2 episodes, get through them fast. So I watched the first 2 episodes. All right. So I stopped, but I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. Then I watched 2 more, then 3 more, then season 1, then season 2. Then it became an addiction. Yeah, things went pretty great from there.
All right, Ryan?
Oh, okay. I'm Ryan. Newly brony. Been about it for how long would you say now, Brendan?
Probably about a month, I'd say.
Okay, about a month. Favorite pony, Applejack. I'm also known on Twitter as Pure Canadian. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Known to us as Redface.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Has everyone seen the latest episode?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
I actually haven't. Me and Ryan haven't.
Man, it's a really good episode.
So let's go through the plot. Not really divulge any spoilers, but let's go through it, I guess.
Basically what happens is Twilight, she has to read a bunch of books for something that Princess Molestia told her to do or something like that. And
Wait. Did you just say Molestia?
fuck. Oh man, it's just like at the Con Bravo panel. Celestia. Sorry.
Wait, are we asking for the plot of the entire series or the plot of just that episode?
No, that episode.
That episode.
We're not going through the whole life
fuck.
story.
Oh god.
I have something I want to do for the next few weeks of my life. So.
Go ahead.
Princess Molestia.
Continue, Ian.
Okay, so Celestia told her to do. Spike didn't really have anything to do, so Spike goes to look for things to do. He finds the giant balloon thing that the balloon float that they float in during the intro. That gets untied somehow and it starts floating into the Everfree Forest. Spike finds himself in the Everfree Forest. Then he gets surrounded by these new creatures called Timberwolves, which are really cool. They're basically like a compilation of wood made to look like giant wolves, and Applejack saves his life. I won't say how, but...
Yes, Applejack!
Yes, Applejack is awesome.
I find as the episodes go on, I find myself liking Applejack more and more each episode.
Yeah, I know.
Because she's amazing!
Applejack is pretty damn great.
Yeah, I found the writers are focusing more on Applejack now in season 3.
Yes!
Yeah, it's been like 2 episodes in a row that have been just about her.
Yeah. It's like she's a great character. She really is. I think she's like really the most headstrong out of all of them. Because let's face it,
I don't know. Dash is a little bit more headstrong than Applejack.
Did say that, but Dash has had a mental breakdown. We have the only real mental breakdown that we've ever seen Applejack would be during apple bucking season, where she takes on the challenge of getting all the apples all by herself when Big Mac is injured. But
Too big for you to handle on your own.
yes. Oh boy. Well, yeah. Anybody want to add to that?
You know what we haven't seen in a while? We haven't seen a Fluttershy episode in the longest time.
I know, right? I've been waiting patiently.
That's what I kept on tweeting. I was like, I hope the next episode is a Fluttershy episode, but then somebody says, oh, it's a Cutie Mark Crusaders episode, it's an Applejack episode, I'm like, oh, okay. But
I got the sound clip.
I've been hearing
to handle on your own.
But yeah, I've been hearing rumors that the next episode is gonna have Discord in it. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I guess we'll have to wait to see.
He's the best villain.
He is.
I know.
Moon.
When you think about it, when it comes to villains, Nightmare Moon, she's not really that much of a villain because she used to be good. Like, for me, a villain has to be someone who's bad from the start.
Like Discord.
Yeah, Discord. Well, we don't really know the full past, but we can just assume that he was bad from the start. What do you
Well, yeah, he got turned to stone and everything first, and then...
Yeah, I'm just saying we don't know, like, how he became that way, but, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I spent 1,000 years stoned. I think I turned into a bad guy too.
Yeah.
1,000 years. What? It's always 1,000 years with these people.
I know, right?
Why couldn't it be 100 years or something? It's always 1,000. It's so mainstream.
We don't question this. Those who question it get sent to the moon.
Yeah. But the thing with Nightmare Moon, like, as I said, she's not really like a true villain because she was Princess Luna, and when she's turned back to Princess Luna, she's all good and everything. But, you know, the thing I like about Princess Luna is that in the Luna Eclipse episode, we see that she's still having difficulty getting back into Ponyville, and people are still afraid of her because they still see her as Nightmare Moon, and I think that's really great. That's a really great episode, and it really shows the transformation that she's gone under ever since the pilot episodes. That's why she's one of my favorite background ponies, but my favorite background pony will always be Derpy Hooves, who needs to be...
Why did they get rid of her?
Why? Some politically correct douchebags.
Soccer moms.
Yeah, soccer moms. They all thought that she was offensive and that they were making fun of kids with, which makes no goddamn sense because it's My Little Pony. They're not trying to make a bad names for themselves. They're not South Park, like as AC Racebeth said in the bronies React video. Like, they're not trying to like make themselves look bad, and they're not trying to like offend anybody. Like, part of the magic of friendship is to accept those that are different from you. So I see no reason why that Derpy should be censored at all.
You see, the problem is that when you give enough people time to kill, they'll just begin to hate on things.
Yeah.
These people are obviously people who stay at home without jobs, only spend time on their kids, so when they see things like this, they just hate it naturally because they got nothing better to do.
Just like that Miss Magazine article that started hating on MLP, saying that it was racist, homophobic, and all that bullshit. Like, no, it's not. They're not outright explicitly saying that, oh, we think that everything should be like this, we don't like those kind of people. No, that's just because of, well, I really don't understand the mentality behind that, criticizing a kid's show just because some things look out of place and that one thing's not politically correct. It's like, do you really want to be like, you know, that person that's always going to point out stupid crap like that? Like, really?
Have you ever noticed any lesbian with rainbow hair? Ever?
I haven't.
No.
Ever.
Actually, aside from people doing Rainbow Dash cosplays, I've never actually seen someone with rainbow hair. Just because that's like the symbol of the gay pride parade doesn't necessarily mean that only lesbians would have it.
I know.
Rena Chan.
Yeah, like Rena Chan, but...
Shout out to Rena Chan. She's pretty great.
Yeah, she is Rena Chan.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. Rena Chan's like she's a great voice actress. She does like a lot of like great voice impressions of not only the main six but all the other ponies. If you haven't checked her out on YouTube, you can.
She's amazing!
Yes, she's on Twitter at Rena Chan. Simple enough. But yeah, let's get down to some of the stuff that we've done in the fandom. Starting off with Con Bravo.
Which I didn't go to.
Was great.
How awesome was that?
Yeah, we went to a convention in Burlington near where we live, and there was a Milo Pony panel. It was the first. I think that's the first thing big thing we did in this fandom was go to that panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I feel so left out. I wasn't even part of that.
You suck.
We're sorry, Ryan.
That's a subject for another day. So yeah, the people who were running it were awesome. Just the people there were awesome. It just really showed how awesome this fandom is. Just to talk to people.
You know, it felt like we were all friends there. Well, we were all friends there, and coming back to the mistake that I made about calling Celestia Molestia, the same thing happened at that panel. The Applejack cosplay, who was running the MLP panel, said, okay, and then we have all the main six, and then we have Princess Mutt Trut. No! But what I meant to say was Princess Celestia. But
Someone clops too much.
Wait, what?
What?
She was female.
Where did that?
No, Ian. I'm talking about Ian.
Oh.
Ian made the mistake.
Oh God.
This just got scary.
I'm frightened. Ian, how could you?
No, but no, I don't clock. I don't think. At least I don't think anybody else here does.
Yeah, none of us here do that.
No, I don't.
I'm Batman.
No. Well, we don't know about Ryan though.
I don't.
Yeah, Ryan is a shady character.
He is.
I don't
Ryan
know.
goes into detail far too often.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that we all know Tyler does. Tyler.
One day, we were on Twitter.
Tyler in the desktop with
Damien has a story to tell. So
I was sorry. We're on Twitter one day, and we're just having like regular conversations on Twitter, like we normally do. And then, out of nowhere, Ryan posts MLP fleshlights at all of us.
Hey, I
do not
found
know
those.
why. He was just kind of
on
like,
Google.
here.
No, I was on Google and I just typed in like ponies and then like one of images and that came up. I'm being serious.
We check that theory. It's you can't find it that way.
yeah, and I can vouch for
Yeah,
that.
but see, no, you had your safe filter on.
No, I turned it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I keep my
Then-
safe search on strict. I really do not want to see any of this.
Yeah. See, I
Oh, it does not work at all. Yeah, we kind of strayed too far from that. All right, let's go back.
Back to Con Bravo. Like the minute we get into the place, we were met with with a Pegasus sister who ended up being one of the leaders of our
Oh yeah.
And then she asked for a picture with Brendan.
Okay, so upon entering actually Con Bravo, so on the way there, on the car ride, we saw someone walking towards the building, and it was a Pinkie Pie cosplayer. And so we went in, and after I bought the badge for the day, or the weekend, basically, so I went over and stood in the corner while I waited for Damien to buy his. You two were buying them, and this cosplayer came up to me and actually asked for a picture with me. So that was pretty awesome, actually. Simply because I was wearing a Fluttershy shirt.
nice.
The cosplayers asked for pictures with him.
that one guy who walked by us with the video camera, and he went like,
Yeah, because he understood the reference.
yeah, it's like he got the reference. Then in the back, I'm like, yeah, man, bronies, awesome. Yeah, that was a pretty cool
Yeah.
moment. And then Mike the Birdman, Dodd,
Oh, yeah.
that guy is awesome. We were at that guy with the glasses panel because we like nostalgia critic and stuff like that. But he was there and he was wearing a Pinkie Pie cosplay and he was just so cool. He was so chill and Damien ended up getting a picture with him. It's on Twitter if you guys want to check it out. He was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this fandom? Is that when you like wear
What?
an MLP t-shirt, they'll just have like people who are in the fandom just walk up to you and be like, "Oh, I love your t-shirt. Oh, that's so awesome." I love that feeling of just having someone acknowledge how awesome your t-shirt is.
Yeah, the thing about this fandom is that it's full of kind, loving, and just all around fun people to be with. Like if you stick us in a room, if you stick all bronies in a room, like what we did, like basically what happened at the panel, we're all gonna be friends. Like,
Except for Ryan.
yeah.
Yeah, I know I wasn't there. Like,
He wasn't
I don't-
there. But,
I feel so left out right now. I don't even know. Like,
don't worry. Next
We don't want you there.
next year.
yes, next year.
Yeah, but even when you're with a group of bronies, like everybody's like best friends, and it's really one of the coolest things ever. It's not like when I was younger, I used to be involved in like a whole bunch of other fandoms, but it wasn't really real. I just liked it for like basically what it was, like Batman, Godzilla, horror movies and stuff like that. But this is like much more real than what I used to like. It was an actual community that we could actually get involved with and stuff like that, and it's filled with lots of really cool people. And I think that's one of the great things about this fandom.
Like I find like last time I was at Hot Topic, I was just looking through like the headphones, and the woman standing next to me was also looking through them. And then we
Oh,
just
the
started
Pegasus sister.
talking about the show, and it's so funny how you could just make friends just by talking about MLP.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
one of the coolest things ever, as I keep on saying.
Yeah, like back to Hot Topic when we were looking at the backpack of Rainbow Dash, and then it would like you'd switch it into like Derpy. That was like, and then like the Pig Sister was there, and then we just like that was like I was like, oh my god, another like person from the fandom.
Trust me, it's a whole lot better at cons. Next year when you come with us, your mind is gonna be blown. It's gonna be awesome.
People at cons are honestly the nicest people.
I know.
Mind blown.
Oh, and it's like that Nightmare Night meetup we had at Canada's Wonderland.
Oh yes, that was pretty damn great.
Damien, you want to take this one?
Which story should I specifically tell?
Just basically like generalize the Nightmare Night meetup.
Oh, we went on the teacups.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're so like, yeah, we're awesome.
When we were on the teacups, I was just shouting pony references while we were spinning around.
Yeah.
That was
It was like,
Also, that you were gonna murder their families.
Oh,
That-
something
that
about
was
murdering their families as well.
Very, very well.
yeah,
used.
something like that. Like I just hear like everybody on like the teacups and everything like that, and then I hear Damien just shout out, "This is my book, and I'm gonna read it." And then and then when Bren just like zooms right past me, all I hear is "Yay!"
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
And then we went into the laser. We went to like the laser quest place in Canada's Wonderland,
Yeah.
and it was just like all bronies just like shooting lasers at each other. Friendship is magic and lasers.
Yeah, that is one of the coolest things about this fandom. Where, like, as we keep on saying, you'll find people that are into this fandom, and the way that you can just sort of like communicate and interact with each other, it's just really, really, it's a wonderful thing, really. But back to the Nightmare Night thing, what started as like a simple thing because of the Newmarket bronies
Yeah, I'm
meetup
kind of
site.
recording
But
audio
then when we
here,
got
guys.
there,
You
we
guys
were
all
waiting
leave
for
and
one
leave
other
me
person,
alone.
Nolan.
It's muted right
And
now, but seriously.
turns out that the Toronto bronies actually had the same meeting that day, and we just started like,
Yeah, we just kind of tagged along with them.
yeah, and they were really,
It worked out.
yeah,
I don't
it
think
was
they
so
knew.
cool, like,
Honestly, none of them knew. They thought we were just like new to the group.
yeah.
They don't have actually a meetup account. They're just on Facebook, I believe. So that just kind of worked out for the best.
I think there was like sometime like
What the hell was that?
Somebody was just sexually assaulted.
okay, and, but
Tied down with leather socks.
Damien.
Yeah. Plugging my own birthday scenario game like a boss.
But yeah, back to the Nightmare Night thing. One of the really cool things about that was how we just like got along and everything like that. We started talking about stuff like fanfics, fanfics like Past Sins and Fallout Equestria and stuff like that. I still have yet to read Fallout Equestria. From these guys, I keep on hearing that it'll take you like 70 years to finish, something like that.
It will take a lifetime.
Yeah, I gotta start reading Fallout Equestria too.
Prepare to stay inside.
I would, but I have something I want to do for the next 7 years of my life. So
Yeah.
Add a few zeros onto that.
Yeah. A few.
God.
Yeah, you may have to like resurrect yourself like twice in order to finish reading it.
Add a few zeros onto the amount of zeros that you're going to add. How about that?
All right.
But yeah, it is a pretty great. But yeah, it's got like rave reviews and stuff like that. It's a really great fanfic, and so is Past Sins. I read that after I read My Little Dashie, and Past Sins, like it was really well written.
So who cried after reading Milo Dashie?
Yep. Yeah.
Ryan, have you read it yet?
No.
Oh,
I will link it to you
suck.
after this. I will link it to you, and you will discuss it next time.
My Little Dashie.
I'm only up to like season 2, episode 3, I guess.
No, this is a fanfic we're talking about.
I know, but I have to. I'm gonna finish the season 2 first before reading
Yeah.
fanfics.
Yeah, that might be necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two fanfics that we really recommend are My Little Dashie and Past Sins. I don't know about well, that's what I recommend. I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah, I'd recommend both of those.
So you guys have who's read Fallout Equestria here?
not
Like,
me.
just say the
Not
majority
yet,
of it.
I went to the page of it, looked at the amount of chapters, and said, nope.
Yeah, no disrespect to the people who wrote it, because I've heard lots of good things about it, but I don't know if we're just gonna have enough time to read it. I might read it. I might read it tonight, actually, but I don't know.
There was more than like a sentence, and I was like, oh god, too much.
Yeah, they were actually going to print out that fanfic. I believe they were making actual like hardcover copies of it. That
Yeah, I heard that
would
too.
honestly,
Wow.
like, if you were to put that on a shelf, that would collapse that entire floor of your house.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's like 4 Bibles.
there's really great things in this fandom, like the people, fanfics, the artwork. Brendan, if you want to talk about some of the artwork, because you're more artistically inclined than the rest of us.
Well, maybe for socks he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So I do vector art and a few other mediums of, well, art. And, socks are pretty great. Don't have much to say about it, but I'm working on an OC vector right now.
So if you guys love ponies in socks, go to Brendan's Twitter, because it's flooded with them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you for
It's like a
plugging that.
Noah's Ark of ponies and socks.
2 different of every kind of sock on every kind of pony on this,
Oh my God,
on
yes.
this page.
And Damien, you do a lot of Photoshop, stuff like that. You want to go into a little bit about that?
My dream is to one day engrave onto handcuffs a picture of Twilight Sparkle onto these handcuffs. I don't know what that had to do with Photoshop. Just you all needed to know that. This image is 100% poster.
Yeah, it's you can find it on at Ravenous Toaster on Twitter if you want to check that out. Check out some of his photos. I haven't posted a photo in a long time.
Actually, me and Brendan both just made our own birthday games.
Oh yeah.
So
oh God.
actually, all of us should probably plug our Twitters right now. So you guys go first.
Plug mine. Shadowboom1
At Ravenous Toaster.
At Fluttershy Bren.
Oh god, mine's the complicated one.
Yes.
At X Pure Canadian X at the end, and then
Is gay.
yeah, that's in there definitely.
Got him.
So yeah, we both made birthday games. Mine is slightly more disturbing than Brendan's.
Slightly? Are you
Slightly?
Mine only has like one weird option.
Damien, yours is like soft, but with bones.
And a lot more BDSM.
Yeah.
A guy I know on Twitter got that he's getting chained to a wall by Granny Smith.
And then he just puts a nope.
That's perfect.
What was Ian's again? Oh yeah, Ian's was castrated by Twilight Sparkle.
No!
Yeah, mine was
Nice.
like legs spread by Applejack.
Oh no, please, no.
Mine was tied down with socks by Fluttershy. I actually do not mind that.
These may be rigged.
Why doesn't that
Just maybe.
surprise me, Bren?
I don't know. The internet has destroyed me.
Yes. I'm still kind of pure, but oh well.
What
One
have you
day.
done to me, Flippy?
Ian, you're not that pure. You've seen more things than I have.
I've seen some stuff, man.
Well,
Oh god.
Brian's probably the most pure out of all of us if you exclude the fleshlight.
Oh no,
Oh god.
Okay, look, I tweeted that and I said I don't want to live on this planet anymore because that's how it goes.
He lost any hope of purity at that point.
Ryan, your next birthday gift.
And then
No.
I have a story. Okay.
Story time!
So, Ryan. Wait a second.
Yeah?
Sorry, my mic fell off.
Oh.
So,
You sicken me.
Ryan went. So, in our computer lab, we have a Dropbox where we all. Put
Oh
our-
god.
Oh Jesus, you're gonna bring this up, really?
So
sick
Ryan
fuck.
went on the internet, found furry porn.
Hey, no.
Into the
It was
Dropbox,
John. It
found
was
it.
John who Googled it. John
Not-
Googled it.
Not only did he put that in the Dropbox, but he put it in my folder in the Dropbox. I like yelled at him like that entire class.
I basically framed him.
Yeah. I don't think it worked too well because I was like screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, no,
when
you
I saw
screamed
that.
it. You were like,
Everyone goes.
Why would
sees it. It's
Why
like,
would you
what the
put
hell?
this in?
why would you do
Manano
that?
Manano had to talk to you.
Yeah, he
Oh,
basically took me aside and like had a man-to-man discussion with me.
Ryan, if that's what you're into, that's
Oh
fine.
god.
Yeah,
Don't
just
put it in
don't
the
shove it in
Dropbox.
our face, alright?
We do not need to know about you and what you do with rabbits.
So just a quick explanation. Mr. Manano is our animation teacher.
Yeah,
We're
he's our
pretty
animation
much all in
teacher.
that class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Ian character.
It's pretty intense.
I live in like a town like 20 minutes away from them, so I wouldn't know what happens. I just listen to the funny stories that happens. Like nothing literally happens at my school. Like nothing.
So boring.
Yeah, because he lives in the country where like no one's there. It's like a small city kind of.
Rednecknized.
That's because your school is not full of wannabe gangsters.
Oh, I know.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's our school.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
but yeah,
Like volume drop. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
we should probably talk about Yeah, guys, I'm thinking that we should talk about a little bit about the first Canadian Brony convention that's coming up in British Columbia, BronyCan.
Oh yeah, we really
yes.
wanna go to that. It's the first ever Canadian convention, which is in British Columbia. We are all
Which makes
thinking
no
of
sense that it's in
flying
British
down.
Columbia. It should be in Toronto, so that I can go.
I believe the next one will be in Ontario.
Oh,
But
thank
they haven't
Jesus.
actually announced that. I'm just...
Canadian Brony convention. Well, there's tons now that are tons that are getting started, like Trottawa, Canterlot Con. I know I'm missing a few, but yeah, shout out to BronyCan, Trottawa.
You should definitely follow them on Twitter.
Yes, they are great people to follow. And me and Damien, we actually made a trailer for BronyCan. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when
Oh, the slender one.
yeah, the slender one where
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
just
That's
like
good.
the person who's holding like the camera, and I'm walking through the woods looking for notes and stuff like that. And I come across a note that says, then I look up BronyCan, okay, whatever. Like I just pretend to be like a hater or something like that. Then I turn around, and then Slender's right there. I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And then I run away. He finds me. I fall down. Then it says, then in like bloody text it says, "You will go to BronyCan, or he will find you." And then check it out on YouTube, the BronyCan trailer, and also check out that 3-second video of Damien looking at DeviantArt and going.
I will link that on the site when I post this.
Oh yeah. So we also went to the fan expo, and when we went, I went in a Slender costume.
You
But I
should
had
probably
this Twilight Sparkle
exclude me.
badge on my suit. So whenever someone would take a picture with me, whenever we were like walking away, they would be looking at their photo and they'd be like, "Wait, what's on his jacket?" They just have like the Twilight Sparkle symbol like on my jacket.
At the marketplace at Fan Expo, they had a lot of pony stuff, but as for like general guests, I found their lack of ponies disturbing.
I found even with merchandise, there wasn't that much pony merch at all. It was
Jack
depressing.
Batillo's reaction to the Twilight Sparkle badge was pretty damn great.
What was it? I didn't.
Okay, so do you guys want me to tell the story?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so at Fan Expo, well, these guys aren't really a fan of like Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter, but I sort of am, and so I suggested that we go to the Rooster Teeth booth. And so when we went there, Jack Batillo, Barbara, and Miles were at the booth this year at Fan Expo, and so basically, upon going there, Barbara was pretty much freaking out for seeing Slender. It was pretty damn hilarious. I got it on video, but I don't believe I ever posted it. I'll link it.
Why
I'll
you
link
no
at the
post
end of the
it?
podcast. But Jack kept asking if he could sign Damien's face.
Really?
And, yes, he did ask. And but basically, Jack's reaction was like, "Wow, he would be a brony too."
Yeah, Slender would be a brony.
Yeah, that is an exact quote.
Because I am the suburban gangster. And all suburban gangsters are bronies.
Yeah, and then there's that one time when we were going to the game room, and then somebody pulled Damien aside because he was still in the Slender cosplay, and then Damien got pulled aside by one guy. He's like, "Hey, buddy, come here. Can you scare the crap out of my friend for me, please?" And Damien's just like, "Yes, I can."
Oh, and then the girl jumped over the table.
Yeah, she literally jumped over the table. She's like, "No, for me! I didn't even pick up any of the notes. Leave me alone." It was great. I wish we got that on video. That would have been hilarious.
The random group of Asian girls that gave you a balloon dog or something.
Oh yeah.
When you were in the Slender costume, yeah. Then you pretty much walked around with that on your shoulder the entire rest of the con.
The ladies love No Face.
Ladies. But yeah,
It's all about class.
It's all about class. Yeah. But Fan Expo. There wasn't really that much pony stuff, even though there should have been.
Should have been
More ponies. Oh my god. But
We need the ponies.
yes. I wish Jack from Achievement Hunter could have been there, because then he would have been a welcome guest to Fan Expo.
Jack from Achievement Hunter was there. You mean Mike?
Oh yeah, John. Fuck, who am I talking about? Mike.
Okay, Mike Kroon from Achievement Hunter community. He is pretty damn great. I'm kind of a fan.
Bye, boy.
He will be at Toronto Comic Con this year, so we are going to that.
Yes.
How much is Toronto Comic Con?
I believe about as much as Con Bravo.
Oh, $30. Like.
Yeah, about that. So we should be able to go.
Okay,
When
that's
is
not
it?
bad. Oh wait, will we be back from BronyCon in time?
It's like it's in June. Toronto Comic Con's in June.
Oh, okay.
That'll
I
be
will
good.
go to that. I will definitely go.
Yeah, I can go to that. No problem.
I can
Yeah,
go to that.
as long as I'm not working, because probably by then I'll have like a job or something like that part time, anyways. But
You'll have a job.
not yet. Not yet. Yeah, we still.
I'm assuming if Mike goes, there's probably a higher brony presence there then.
Oh yeah, like when like at Con Bravo when Mike Dodd, Laura from This Week in Geek, they came to Con Bravo, and there was like so many other bronies. There was a huge abundance of bronies at Con Bravo, and that was just great. Props to all the bronies who came to Con Bravo. One giant virtual bro hoof. Yes.
Shout out to the Applejack cosplayer who was pretty damn awesome.
Oh,
All
I
the
saw
panelists-
that.
All the panelists were awesome.
Oh, yeah,
The Vinyl,
definitely.
the Pinkie Pie, the Applejack, they were all awesome.
They were all awesome, and we had a ton of fun at that panel. Damien, do you mind if we tell the story of EQD?
Oh.
You people suck. Okay, you see,
We suck?
I don't remember most things. I will probably tomorrow be asking, what did I do yesterday? So somebody in the panel brought up EQD. So me being me, I forgot what EQD stood for. So I'm
I don't
like,
think I heard
wait,
this.
what's EQD again? And then I got the dirtiest
Everyone-
look I have ever received by any.
Major stink guy, yeah.
Everyone in the room just looked at you with like the most baffled look ever.
Yeah, everyone's
Why
just
are
like-
you here?
Everyone just looks at him like,
You idiot!
Well, I
I'm
turned to him and I'm like, really? Because I'd seen him on that site before. I was like baffled by this fact.
Okay, it's the same thing. Like, you know when somebody says wind instead of wind? I have never,
I've
before
never
that
heard
point, I
that.
had never had a reason to say Equestria Daily. At all. So I didn't know that there was even an abbreviation for it.
You didn't know. Even I know that. Oh my god.
I mounted your family. Just sit in the corner and
But yeah, shout out to all the people at Equestria Daily.
Hey, Damien.
Yes, Ryan?
Scarface. Scarface has a message for you, Damien.
Fuck you, man! Fuck you!
Oh, Scarface.
Send if possible, send me the audio files for these, and I'll actually
For the soundboard?
I'll voice them over for the podcast.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
yes.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
But yeah, for on Twitter though, I've started to become friends with like so many other people who are bronies and Pegasus sisters. People who are like incredibly nice. A lot of haters, like whenever they hear the word brony, they're like, oh, that's not right. That's gay. That's stupid. Ew.
And I'm sure that's the exact voice they use when they're like, oh my.
Bronies. Ponies. That's spaghetti.
Whatever shall I do?
Well, yeah, it's kind of stupid though when people say that like it's socially acceptable to play video games where we simulate murdering not always bad people, like the Grand Theft Auto games. Like, I got nothing against video games. I love video games, but just the bare argument of it's okay to play games where it's simulated to kill innocent people, but it's not okay to watch a wholesome, nice little show like MLP, where we learn about like great friendship values and stuff like that. I think that's just ridiculous.
It's basically the way of thinking. So you can basically murder someone to stimulate your, I guess, want to murder someone, and we can't watch a show about friendship.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like
It is, honestly.
Yeah, like boo to the anti-brony brotherhood. Those guys can
Boo to them.
boo.
Boo to them.
Yeah, they're not even worth acknowledging, but just for this
Despite the
podcast,
fact that you acknowledge it.
yeah. Like, they say that we are the solution. Solution to what? You're just causing more problems in the world.
Shout out to the GNAA for being complete douchebags.
Yeah.
Me and abbreviations. What the hell does that mean again?
No, I'm not on abbreviating that because that involves the one word
I
that we
remember
cannot
now.
say.
Wait, GNNA, what's that?
People see it and are like, that's kind of weird. I kind of understand that. That kind of makes sense because anything
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, because
That's
it's
apart from what
not
you
it's
say.
not a social norm, but there's no reason to advocate for the death of people who are part of that fandom. Like, there's simply
Or
no
just-
reason.
just
Like,
the
we're not
injury.
causing any problems or anything like that. People have the right to watch whatever TV show they want, as long as they're not, hurting anybody or anything like that. Like, I watch like the TV shows that I watch like MLP, The Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Batman the Animated Series. There's no reason like to hate on anybody just because they
watching a
watch a
TV
different
show.
TV show. Basically, the mentality of a brony hater, a hardcore brony hater, is this: you don't like the things that I like, you must be gay. Like, that's the most flawed and stupid, nonsensical logic I've ever heard. There's just no validating that.
Speaking of amounts of hatred, do you want to tell the stories of how we told our parents that we watched My Little Pony?
Oh yeah, that.
I haven't done that yet.
Oh
I
man,
have
my
not done
parents
that yet.
hate.
Ryan hasn't done that yet because he sucks.
Nope. Hey, you know what? I'm worried that, no offense to Ian, but I'm worried that I'll get the same reaction that Ian got.
Yeah, but wait for Ian to tell his story first. Ian, care to?
Mine will take the longest, so let's get yours out of the way because mine's like a friggin' novel.
Okay, mine. I didn't really tell them. I just started wearing pony shirts and just making references.
Well, they caught you watching the show, didn't they?
Actually,
And,
no.
That was awkward.
The most awkward one was I was actually reading My Little Dashie when
Oh,
they
God.
watched it, and I'm just saying that I'm like, this is very sad. I am depressed, and they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Read it.
Read it now!
But yeah, Brian, you want to go?
Well, not much to tell here. Basically, I just started wearing the shirts around, and they just started asking questions. Never really answered them. They
No.
just think I'm strange.
You guys
Brendan,
are so subtle with this
first,
stuff.
Brendan.
Okay, here
Brendan-
comes
okay,
my
whatever.
adventure.
Oh god.
Adventure time. But basically, I started watching the show on a daily basis. I was catching up to all the episodes and stuff like that. I kept on putting out hints to my parents that I was a brony and stuff like that. And then one night, my mom asked, "Are you a brony?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then my dad, like, this is one word, his reaction to telling them that I was a brony: gay. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And yeah, stuff happens. But I try not to bring it up in front of them because I don't want to have any more arguments and fights. I'd rather have a good relationship with my parents. Like, my parents are good people and I love them, but stuff happens.
They're not very accepting of your broniness.
No, but I can't say, but I'm sure that most parents aren't really. But shout out to Mando Mommy, the mother of Mando Pony. She is awesome. She is a brony, well, Pegasister. Major shout out to her and to all the parents that accept their kids for being bronies. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other stories?
My
Hmm.
dad
Well,
actually
actually-
says he thinks it's an addiction.
He's
He's like, when, like, you got into, like, this addiction, you weren't always this strange. This has just been something recent.
Yeah.
Since you started hanging out with me.
And I always say, it's because I'm a badass. These things happen.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
one thing that I'm trying to get my friends to do is to know that I'm a brony, and I'm trying to help them more understand. And this goes for any brony out there who's trying to help their friends and their family sort of understand. Tell them to watch Ballad of the Brony by Saber Spark. First of all, Saber Spark is a really awesome dude. He makes great, funny, and informative videos. Ballad of the Brony will definitely change people's minds about the fandom. It may not work on people on the douchebags at the anti-brony brotherhood, but definitely show it to your parents.
Shh, Cody.
Yeah, definitely show it to your parents or your friends who aren't really sure. Hell, they may end up being bronies themselves after watching it, and they may consider
Cody,
watching the actual show itself. It's a really good documentary, and also watch Dealing with Criticism, How to Brony by Saber Spark. Saber Spark's a really cool dude. Anybody else? Music. We got to talk about the music in this fandom. We have very, very talented musicians in this fandom, like Wooden Toaster, Mike the Microphone. Anybody else want to name a few? Living Tombstone.
The sheer amount of talent in this fandom is actually amazing. Just how many talented musicians we have, just in musicians alone.
Twitch.
Yes.
Twitch is great.
Yeah.
Brent.
Silva Hound.
Big shout out to DJ Twitch Music.
Brendan, you forgot about you.
I make some music. I'm not that good though.
Brendan, now you're undercrediting yourself.
A shout out to all the brony musicians. Sorry if we don't mention you guys, but yeah, big shout out
Just
to.
do a generic shout out. That will save us a lot.
Yeah, generic shout out. Big shout out to Mando Pony and Acoustic Brony for the song they did, Loyalty.
Part of generic shout out.
I love that song, and if you're new to this fandom and you haven't checked out any of the brony music that is made, check it out after we're done this podcast. It is great. Any things that anybody wants to add?
Also, the art in this fandom is really amazing. Like, you look at some of the images that people have made, they really are phenomenally well done.
Yeah. And like, even if it's like art for the cover of like a fanfic, it's still really good. Some of if you want to find great brony art, Equestria Daily, EQD #1 site. If you want to see some really cool pony art and funny pony comics, some of the comics that other bronies make are just friggin' hilarious.
DeviantArt's also really good for that.
That's where they get most of their. Well, that's where Equestria Daily gets most of their art from.
Yeah, well, see, DeviantArt, like, if you go on the main page of DeviantArt now, it's honestly covered in pony stuff. It's great. I love it.
That's where you get your socks from, Brendan.
We're taking over the world.
Not only do I like make vector art and stuff, but like I show off a lot of other people's art on Twitter, and I like link to their pages and everything.
And you promote them.
Yeah, I basically promote other people's, because yeah, I can.
It's always nice to help other people in this fandom, like showing off like other things. Like, I like whenever like I find like good music, a good image. It's good to post it because you want other people to see what talent this fandom has.
The thing about this fandom is it's filled with talent, with talented people. You know, whatever visual medium you're into, art, music, whatever. Get involved with that visual medium and show it to the fandom. You will get praise no matter what your level of talent is. And that's one of the great things about this fandom. We're very forgiving and we're very generous. We're very kind to one another. Because with other fandoms, if you like mess something up, like if you quote something wrong or you say I haven't seen that part or I never watched that movie, something, people will like scold you till the end of time until you're in hell and stuff like that. But the bronies, we are probably the kindest fandom out there, I would say.
We are like all the nice people in the world pooled into one like fandom.
Yeah,
basically.
We're the only nice people on the internet when you think about it.
Like all fandoms, we do have our darker sides, though.
Oh yeah, well yeah, there is a dark side to this fandom.
Oh God,
I'm pretty sure
Scott.
if you let me
Don't get me started on Scott.
if you type in Rule 34, I'm pretty sure the first one of the categories that comes up is MOP.
Oh God,
it is, and I am very sickened by that.
Yeah, like
the leading artist
stuff,
is Scott.
With ponies, I don't really care. I don't like that stuff, but if that's what gets some people off, then whatever. Just don't shove it in my face, you know. And
like Brendan does.
Okay, I post a lot of like risky, like borderline stuff, but I never post anything like crossing the line.
Yeah,
I do.
That is just crossing the line.
Yeah, you do.
Damien posts a lot of BDSM and yeah.
Risky
Yeah.
stuff.
For people who don't know what that is, Damien, would you like to explain?
Okay. Think of chains, handcuffs, whips, and other lovely things. Yeah, summary. That summarizes my life. Or at least my nightlife. But
Or at least his closet.
Oh my god.
if you looked in my closet, you would scream. As loud as
No,
you
they'll-
I don't think they would make it to your closet. You have weapons all over your walls.
That is true. My room is armed to the teeth.
If you were accidentally to like bump into one of your walls, a sword would fall through your head.
Yeah, he's got like an axe, a batarang, a katana, a glaive knife, or whatever it's called.
A batleth.
Dagger.
I am jealous of that golden batarang.
Me too, I want that.
No, you know what's good though?
What?
Zombie apocalypse. We're all gonna run to Damien's house.
Yes, just get in.
Hells yeah.
I mean, he's got enough weapons for a small like village.
Yeah, I could probably arm a small village with this.
I want to get like a knife or like a machete or something and engrave
Or
on
a
it
rifle.
20% cooler or something like that.
Yes.
I have a katana and a lightsaber right next to me right now, so I'd really like to get like Fluttershy engraved on that katana. That would be kind of badass.
Well, any last words before we wrap this up, guys?
Oh, well actually, so I'd like to discuss the site. I don't know if any of you saw this, but I finally got I set it up so that the desktop ponies thing, so now Pinkie Pie
As
is
Pinkie
running
Pie
around
jumping on the screen
our
is
site
like-
page. I'm on the site right now. It's pretty
Pinkie
damn
Pie.
She's in her gala dress.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
She does have the greatest walk cycle ever. Just like that bounce.
Honestly, I love it. Just bouncing up and down.
Even in the show, like Pinkie Pie, she's got to be like the funniest character.
She
really,
does.
of any cartoon I've ever seen. To be
Pinkie Pie
honest.
is definitely number 2 on my list.
Yeah. Ah, she's great.
Wait, number 2. Who's number 1 on your list?
Who do you think?
Of course, Fluttershy.
Fluttershy. Duh.
Funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we meant funniest,
Oh.
not favorite
Oh.
pony.
Oh, I thought we were talking. Oh. Well, that's why I said she was number 2 on my list for favorite.
Yeah.
Oh.
Confusion!
Confusion.
Oh, yeah, so do you guys want to talk about the site briefly, actually?
Alright, right now, in our forums, we have two things at the moment. Right now, I believe let's check them. General discussion.
One of them, the one I posted, I heart socks.
The one I
Brennan,
posted is
you got rid
fun
of
in
my
the
one,
bedroom.
right? You got rid of the one that was making
Yeah,
fun of...
Ryan, I removed that post.
Okay.
By
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It was something about you being incredibly homosexual.
Which
Something
I'm not.
kicking at me ass.
Shut up, Ryan.
You shut up.
But yeah, so about the site. So I set it up. There's an about page if you really actually want to know more about us. But if you're having any problems with the site, you can contact us by the contact page. You can either email us or you could DM me on Twitter. It works either way. And yeah, I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about. But
Alright. So, this has been a lovely evening.
next week, basically. Yeah. Sorry.
If we can.
so-
If we can.
Okay, so the schedule
we
for this,
can.
we're gonna release every Monday, or at least I'd like
I'm
to.
good for that too.
I'd be down for that.
Okay, I'll try and get a guest for next episode.
Next week? Yeah, okay. That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm going to set up a questions page if any of you want to ask questions and everything. So I'll link it next to this podcast on our site if you want to check it out. But yeah.
And make sure you come back next week because you... You pinky promised.
Pinky promised. That's great because our site's covered in pinky.
We'll talk to you people next week.